Listen to me very carefully, because what I'm about to tell you is going to affect every single person watching this video who's spending money on ads right now. Whether you're burning $50 a day on Facebook, wondering why you're not getting sales, whether you've just taken out a loan to fund your big ad campaign, or whether your agency just sent you another invoice for creative testing, this matters to you. And before I show you the 4 types of ads you need to stop spending on immediately, before I reveal the exact system that took the Udi from $0 to $300 million without wasting a single dollar on ineffective ads, I need you to do something. Hit that subscribe button right now, smash it. Because if you care about your money, if you care about not pouring your budget into a black hole while your competitors eat your lunch, you need to be part of this community. We tell the truth here. No agency BS, no guru fluff, just facts and money. Now let's get into it. I've built 9 brands from scratch: the Udi, the Calming Blanket, Pup Naps, Comfy Buddies. I've spent over $50 million on ads in the last 5 years. I've made every mistake you can make. I've burned money on campaigns that got 0 sales. I've watched agencies promise me the world and deliver a spreadsheet of excuses. I've tested thousands of creatives, hundreds of audiences, and dozens of platforms. And I'm telling you right now, 90% of businesses are lighting their ad budgets on fire because they're making 4 critical mistakes that are completely avoidable. These aren't advanced mistakes, these are rookie errors that even 7-figure brands are making daily. And the agencies, they love these mistakes because they get paid whether you make money or not. So let me rip the band-aid off and show you what not to do and exactly what to do instead. Mistake 1, spending a single dollar on broad targeting brand awareness ads. If I see one more business owner tell me they're running brand awareness campaigns on Facebook, I'm gonna lose it. This is the biggest scam in digital marketing. You go into Ads Manager, you see awareness as an objective, and you think, yeah, I want people to know about my brand. So you spend $500. Facebook shows your ad to 100,000 people who have 0 interest in buying. You get 2,000 likes, 500 comments saying cool product, and 0 sales. 0. And you think, well, maybe they need to see me a few more times. No, they don't. Here's the cold, hard truth. Brand awareness without direct response is vanity, not revenue. Facebook wants you to run awareness campaigns because they're easy. They don't require good creatives. They don't require good copy. They just require money. And they give you metrics that feel good: reach, impressions, engagement, but they don't pay your bills. I made this mistake in 2018 with the Udi. I spent $30,000 on a reach campaign. I got 5 million impressions. I got 10,000 likes. I got 12 sales. 12. That's a $2,500 cost per acquisition. I was selling a $99 product. I lost $2,401 on every single sale. What to do instead? Run direct response conversion ads from day 1. Every single ad dollar you spend must be tied to a conversion event: add to cart, initiate checkout, or purchase, not link click, not landing page view, not engagement, purchase. You set up your Facebook pixel to fire only when someone buys. You optimize your campaign for that event. You force Facebook's algorithm to find people who actually buy, not people who just watch. When I switched the Udi's campaigns from awareness to purchase optimization, my cost per acquisition dropped from $2,500 to $42. That's a 98% reduction. I scaled from $30,000 a month to $300,000 a month in ad spend overnight because I was only paying for customers, not compliments. And here's the key: your creatives must be built for conversion, not for likes. Stop making pretty brand videos with soft music and a logo at the end. Start making raw iPhone shot videos that show the product solving a problem in the first 3 seconds. The Udi's best performing ad was a 15-second video of a girl crying because she was cold, then putting on an Udi and smiling. No logo, no music, just problem, solution, result. That ad got a 4.2% click-through rate and a 5x ROAS. The polished agency video we paid $15,000 for, 0.8% CTR, 0.6x ROAS. We burnt it. Action step: go into your ads manager right now. Pause every campaign that's running on awareness, traffic, or engagement. Clone them. Change the objective to conversions. Set the conversion event to purchase. Watch your cost per acquisition drop by 70% in 72 hours. That's not a theory, that's a guarantee. Mistake 2, running ads without spy tools, and competitive intelligence. This one blows my mind. I talk to entrepreneurs who are spending $10,000 a month on ads, and I ask them, what are your top 3 competitors spending on ads? What's their best performing creative? What's their angle? They look at me like I'm speaking another language. They have no idea. They're flying blind in a war zone. Meanwhile, their competitors are using tools like TrendRocket and AdSpy to watch every move they make. They're seeing your ads, they're seeing your creatives, they're seeing what's working and what's not, and they're outmaneuvering you because you're too cheap to spend $99 a month on intelligence. Here's the truth, you are not clever enough to invent winning ads from scratch. I don't care how creative you are, I don't care how well you know your customer. The market is the ultimate judge, and the market has already voted on what works. Your competitors have spent millions testing headlines, hooks, visuals, angles. Their best ads are sitting in Facebook ad library right now, running live, printing money, and you're not looking at them because you think it's cheating. It's not cheating. It's competitive intelligence. It's war. I spent the first 6 months of the UDI trying to guess what would work. I wrote 200 headlines, I shot 50 videos, I tested every angle. My cost per acquisition stayed stuck at $80. I was ready to quit. Then I discovered TrendRocket. I typed in weighted blanket. I saw my competitor's ad, a video of a stressed out mum with a crying baby. Then she wraps herself in a blanket and the baby falls asleep. It had 5 million views. They'd spent $400,000 on it. The hook was, stop your baby crying in 60 seconds. I copied it. Not the product, the hook. I shot a video of a dad whose kid wouldn't sleep, then he puts on an UDI and the kid cuddles up. Same structure, different product. I launched it. My cost per acquisition dropped to $28. I scaled to $50,000 a day in ad spend. That one insight, seeing what was already working, made me $10 million. What to do instead? Spend $99 on a spy tool before you spend $1,000 on ads. Before you launch any campaign, you do 3 things. First, you go to Facebook ad library and search for your top 5 competitors. You screenshot their top 10 performing ads. You analyze the pattern. What hook are they using? What visual? What call to action? Second, you sign up for TrendRocket or AdSpy. You filter by e-commerce, Facebook, and last 30 days. You sort by most spend. You look at the ads that have spent over $100,000. Those are proven winners. You don't copy them, you model them. You take the structure and apply it to your product. Third, you create 3 variations based on what you learned. You test them with $20 each. You let them run for 48 hours. You kill the 2 that don't work. You scale the winner. That's it. That's the system. Here's the key. Don't copy the creative, copy the psychology. If their hook is stop doing X, your hook is stop doing Y. If their visual is a before and after, your visual is a before and after. If their CTA is shop now, your CTA is get mine. The framework wins, not the specific words. Action step, sign up for TrendRocket today. Spend 30 minutes analyzing your top 3 competitors. Create 1 ad based on their winning framework. Spend $50 on it. If it doesn't get a 2% CTR and a 3x ROAS in 48 hours, kill it. If it does, scale it to $500 a day, rinse and repeat. Mistake has 3, obsessing over low cost per click instead of high return on ad spend. This is the metric trap that destroys businesses. I see it every day. Someone posts in a Facebook group, my CPC is 50 cents. I'm crushing it. Then you ask them what their ROAS is and they say, oh, I don't know. I think maybe 1.2x. That's not crushing it. That's losing money with style. A low CPC means nothing if those clicks don't convert. A high CPC means nothing if those clicks do convert. I would rather pay $5 per click and get a 5x ROAS than pay 50 cents per click and get a 1.2x ROAS. One makes me money. One makes me feel good while I go broke. Here's the psychology behind this mistake. CPC is visible. It's in your ads manager. It's easy to understand. ROAS requires tracking. It requires post-purchase data. It requires work. And lazy marketers love visible metrics because they can point to them and say, look, I'm doing my job. But visible metrics are vanity. Invisible metrics, ROAS, lifetime value, payback period are sanity. My agency once brought me a report showing a CPC drop from $1.20 to 80 cents. They were celebrating. I looked at the ROAS. It had dropped from 4.5x to 1.8x. Why? because they broadened the audience to get cheaper clicks, but those people were tire kickers. They weren't buyers. I fired the agency that day, cost me $12,000 in savings, and lost me $40,000 in revenue. What to do instead? Optimize for ROAS, not CPC. You need to set up proper tracking from day one. Facebook pixel on your checkout page, Google Analytics with enhanced e-commerce, a post-purchase survey asking how did you hear about us. You need to see the full customer journey. Then you optimize for one metric only, ROAS. If your ROAS is above 3x, you scale. If it's between 2x and 3x, you hold. If it's below 2x, you kill the campaign, no matter how low the CPC is. Here's the key: willingness to pay high CPCs for premium customers. If you sell a $200 product, you can afford a $50 cost per acquisition. That means you can afford a $10 CPC if 20% of clicks convert. If you sell a $50 product, you can afford a $15 CPA. That means you can afford a $3 CPC if 20% convert. You need to know your numbers. You need to know your lifetime value. If your average customer buys twice a year for 3 years, your LTV is 6x your average order value. That means you can afford a 1x ROAS on first purchase and still make massive profit. But if you don't know your LTV, you'll kill profitable campaigns because the first purchase ROAS looks low. Action step: go into your Shopify dashboard right now. Calculate your average order value. Multiply it by your average number of purchases per customer per year. Multiply that by your average customer lifespan in years. That's your LTV. If your LTV is $600, you can afford a $200 CPA. That means you can afford a $20 CPC if 10% of clicks convert. Now go look at your campaigns. Are you killing ads because CPC is too high? Or are you scaling ads because ROAS is profitable? Change your mindset, change your metrics, change your life. Mistake #4, spending money on ads before your product and funnel are proven. This is the deadliest mistake. It's the one that bankrupts businesses. You have a product idea. You think it's great. You spend $5,000 on ads to test the market. The ads don't work. You blame the platform, you blame the agency, you blame the algorithm. You never blame the product, or the price, or the funnel, because that would mean admitting you were wrong. Here's the truth: ads don't fix bad products, they amplify them. If you have a product nobody wants, spending money on ads just gets you to no faster. If you have a funnel that leaks, bad product page, no reviews, slow shipping, spending money on ads just pours water into a bucket with a hole in the bottom. You need to prove your product organically first. You need 50 sales from organic traffic, friends, family, Instagram DMs, Reddit posts, before you spend $1 on ads. Why? Because those 50 sales give you data, they give you reviews, they give you testimonials, they give you confidence that the product works, and they give you the money to fund your ad tests without going into debt. When I launched the Udi, I didn't spend $1 on ads for the first 3 months. I posted in Facebook groups. I messaged every person who liked my posts. I got my first 100 sales manually. Those 100 sales gave me 30 reviews. Those reviews gave me social proof. That social proof let me create an ad that converted at 5x ROAS from day one. If I had spent money before I had proof, I would have lost $20,000 and concluded the product was bad. The product wasn't bad. The timing was bad. The proof was missing. What to do instead? The 50-100-1000 rule. Before you spend $1,000 on ads, you need -50 organic sales to prove product market fit, 100 reviews to build social proof, $1, 000 in profit from those organic sales to fund your ad tests. Then, and only then, you launch ads. You start with $20 per day. You test one creative. If it doesn't get a 3x ROAS in 48 hours, you kill it. You don't have wiggle room. You're not playing with house money. You're playing with proven profits. Here's the key: your ad spend should never exceed 30% of your proven profit. If your organic sales generate $5,000 a month in profit, your max ad spend is $1,500 a month. Why? Because ad performance is volatile. It can dry up overnight. If you're spending more than 30% of your profit, you're one bad month away from insolvency. I see brands spending $50,000 a month on ads while making $40,000 in profit. They're burning $10,000 a month, hoping scale will save them. Scale doesn't save bad math. Scale just accelerates bankruptcy. Action step: if you haven't made 50 organic sales yet, pause all ads, go back to manual outreach, posting groups, DM people, hustle, get those 50 sales, get those reviews, get that proof. Then come back to ads with a war chest. Then you'll win. The system that actually works. The Udi blueprint. Now that you know what not to do, here's the exact system I use to scale 9 brands to 8 figures. It's simple, it's boring, it works. Phase 1, organic proof, 0-50 sales, post 3x per day on TikTok and Instagram Reels, show the product solving a problem, DM every commenter, close sales via DM or simple Shopify link, get 50 sales and 20 reviews. Phase 2, ad testing, $20/day, use TrendRocket to find 3 winning competitor frameworks, create 3 variations, run at $20/day each for 48 hours, kill anything below 3x, ROAS, scale winner to $100/day. Phase 3, scale $100/day to $10K/day, increase budget by 20% every 48 hours if ROAS stays above 3x. Create 5 new variations of the winning ad weekly. Kill any variation that drops below 2.5x ROAS. Build lookalike audiences from purchases only. Never scale past $10K/day until you have 3 proven creatives. This system took the Udi from $0 to $300 million in 4 years. It took PupNaps to $50 million in 2 years. It took Fido to $10 million in year 1. It's not magic, it's discipline, it's iteration, it's refusing to spend money on ads that don't print money. Let me talk to the skeptics for a minute. I know you're thinking, Davie, this sounds like a lot of work. Can't I just hire an agency? Sure, you can hire an agency. They'll charge you $5,000 a month. They'll run boring ads. They'll show you reports with pretty graphs. And in 6 months, you'll be broke. Because agencies don't care about your ROAS. They care about their retainer. They get paid whether you make money or not. The system I'm giving you requires work. It requires you to learn creative testing. It requires you to learn media buying. But it also gives you control. And control is how you get rich. Or maybe you're thinking, but Davie, my product is different. My market is different. Really? Or is that just your ego talking? The laws of direct response marketing don't change. They haven't changed in 100 years. Grab attention. Show a problem. Show a solution. Make an offer, track results, scale winners, kill losers. That's it. The product doesn't matter. The platform doesn't matter. The principles matter. And if you ignore them, you will lose money. Guaranteed. Now, let me wrap this up because I know I've thrown a lot at you. Here's what you need to remember. The 4 ad mistakes that are destroying your business are 1. Spending on brand awareness instead of conversions. 2. Running ads without competitive intelligence. 3. Optimizing for CPC instead of ROAS. 4. Spending money before you have product market fit. These mistakes are costing you thousands of dollars. They're keeping you stuck. They're making you think ads don't work. Ads work. They printed $300 million for me, but they only work when you follow the system. So here's what you do today, not tomorrow, today. You go into Ads Manager, you pause every awareness campaign, you sign up for TrendRocket. You analyze your top 3 competitors. You create 1 conversion-optimized ad based on their winning framework. You spend $50. You measure ROAS. If it's above 3x, you scale. If it's not, you fix your creative. You fix your product. You fix your funnel. You don't spend another dollar until you have proof. This is the system. This is the truth. This is how you win at ads in 2024 and beyond. Hit that subscribe button, join this community, and the next time an agency tries to sell you a brand awareness campaign, you look them in the eye and say, no thanks, Davie taught me better, I only pay for customers, not compliments, and then you go print money,